We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball starts right now. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, you know, that fifth inning can be an awful demanding inning for a starting pitcher. It's kind of like Wednesday being the hump day during the day of the week. Every starter knows they have to go 5 innings to qualify for a win. He wasn't particularly good in his last one, taking the loss, and I'm sure he's hoping for a much better fortune in this one today.
So striding forward now, Matt Kemp, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1.
First pitch, 7:07.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
No, inside.
Two balls and a strike.
2-1.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And the skies are clear, but that's not helping the temperature much. 45 degrees here at first pitch. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. The big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Robert.
To the plate now, Brian Roberts, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the third baseman, Wade Ross.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 hit club, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. Here comes the first pitch.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 0-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Orioles nothing. Blue Jays coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Julio Urias, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, this guy was really good in his last one. Earned the win in his last start, pitching into the 8th inning. We'll see if he can give them another strong start in this one.
So digging in now, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, D.
Now here's the pitch.
Gordon.
Heading out towards shallow right. Laureano has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder, D. Finley.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and stepping in is the center fielder, Steve Finley. First pitch coming. Here it is. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he fouls this one off. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So now to the plate, Stan Musial, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Ready now for Baltimore, Eloy Jimenez. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. After it is Soler. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one. Driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And the run will score easily as the Orioles are off to a 1-0 lead.
Dan, back-to-back pitches, double, then single, ambush tactics.
Oh, I tell you what, they're swinging the bats early. You have a double, then an RBI single to drive them in. Potential for a real big inning here.
Into the box now, John Oberud. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 289 is the average coming in. 18 homers and 43 RBIs. Fouled off. LeMahieu on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, Johnny Bench. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
In now for the O's, Willie Adames. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. He's set and the pitch.
Aye.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Popped him up. Gordon is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Orioles 1, the Jays 0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Standing in now, Jason Kendall. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Laureano is there, 2 down. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Yoshi Tsutsugo. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First offering on its way. 2 out, nobody on. Now a soft liner toward first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hats off to that one. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. It remains 1-0. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And he got him.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
At the plate now, Matt Kemp. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. The 1-0 home. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 2-2.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box, Brian Roberts, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Two-0 count, the pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. So they're going back. And this one will bounce into the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. The 1-0. Two outs here with a runner at third. A bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
Welcome back as the Blue Jays look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Maybe lucky to get a piece there. It stays 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Stepping in for the Jays, Michael Franco. In past meetings with Julio Urias, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Full count. 3-2.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Next to bat for Toronto, Nico Goodrum. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Popped him up. Adames is calling for it, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail this one 1-0. New inning set to get underway. Digging in is the outfielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Eloy Jimenez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. There to take it is Franco, and that's your first out. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. And a ball. 1-0. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Now a curveball misses inside.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
A high fastball is in there. Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, John Olerud. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. One run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And now a pitch on the way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they lead it 1-0. And here's the speedster D. Gordon back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. And he misses again, 2-0. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Steve Finley is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. The windup and the 0-1.
No ball.
Bases are empty, one man out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Great arm action on that two-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Chopped at the plate. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now at the plate, Stan Musial, 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he falls behind 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. That's in there, and the Jays look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
In is Jorge Soler, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Racing back the center fielder, and they take the lead. It's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 18 for him on the campaign, as Toronto has taken a 2-1 lead.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
At the plate, Jason Kendall. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the two-run dinger. We're through 4. It's now 2-1 Toronto. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the Orioles.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Johnny Bench. He's ready. Here's the first offering. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Well, you could tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
To the plate now, Willie Adames. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now pitch on the way. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 2-1. Next will be the designated hitter, Yoshi Tsutsugo. He'll match up with Julio Urias to lead off the inning. Now here it comes. Fly ball right down the line in left. On the run is Jimenez, and no one will track it down. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 2-1. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's tarrying. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Standing in, Max Muncy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
First delivery to him on the way.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael.
Settling in now, Michael Franco. First offering on its way. Comes set with the 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. First and second here with nobody out. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Digging in, Nico Goodrum. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Jordan.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Corbin Burns will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Here's D. Gordon now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 delivery.
That's a ball.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
None out, runners at first and second. Two and two.
2-2 the count.
Three and two now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and that's a much needed first out there.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Standing in now, Steve Finley. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Burns, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
High in the air out to center field. Kemp is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Riding in once again, Stan Musial. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
1-0 pitch on the way. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Count still at 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Blue Jays on top, 4-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Matt Kemp. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the pitch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Roberts. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. In his career, Roberts has a .280 batting average. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. A full count to the Orioles' designated hitter.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Locks him up for strike 3.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Ball.
In now, Wade Boggs. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Musial will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Eloy Jimenez, is working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First offering on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Men on third with 2 down. Down and away, ball 1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Here's the 1-1. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for the Orioles. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Grounded to third. Boggs has it. And the throw to first is in time. One gone. Ready now, Jason Kendall. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
Here it comes, 1-0. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Reined in. And there's out number 2. Into the box, Yoshi Tsutsugo. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. From the stretch. 2 out with the man at first. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. 1 left for Toronto as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Stepping into the box, DJ LeMahieu. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
DJ LeMahieu.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers, and when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base, but you've got to get on any way that you can, so he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
At the plate, John Olerud. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way.
Nope, upstairs.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
The 1-0 delivery. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
3-0 now.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the wall.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And he fouls this one off. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Into the box now, Johnny Bench, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Nope. 3-0. Willie Adames waits on deck. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
At the plate, Willie Adames. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
First and second now, 1 man out. Fouled away. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
At the plate now, Ramon Laureano. And he is tied up on the fastball there to start things out. It's strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
The 0-1 on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the 7th fielder, Matt Kemp.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless, of course, all 3 runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision. John Curtis answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Matt Kemp. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Here's the first pitch to him. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-1. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Orioles leave him loaded. They trail it 4-1.
7th inning, correct.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Michael Franco. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's a foul ball left side, and that'll move it to 1-2. The pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Second baseman.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, D. Gordon. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. A wave and a miss at the 2-0 sinker, 2-1. Gordon ahead, 3 balls and a strike. Steve Finley would be next. The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. On the ground near home. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they lead it. So stepping in, Brian Roberts. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play. Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Stepping up now, Wade Boggs. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. But foul. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Ball, that's down.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Counts even 2-2 to Boggs.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looks like he's seeing it pretty good.
Here now the 2-2. Popped up. Franco is there. 1 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eloy Jimenez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Two 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And that one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Stepping in now, DJ LeMahieu. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Stepping in, John Olerud. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. From the belt, kicks and deals. Still only 1 out in the inning. Fouled off. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2.
3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runners on first with 1 down. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Rowan Wick takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Matt Chapman will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Johnny Bench will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the stretch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball 1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that time to make some.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Popped him up. Kendall waits on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Willie Adames. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Hit on the ground out to short. Toss over to Gordon at second, and that ends the inning. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Orioles 3. Matt Chapman will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Number 30, Matt Chapman.
J.B. Wendelken is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Wendelken.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder Steve Finley.
Steve Finley.
Here comes the first pitch.
'88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Here's the 0-2, and it's fouled away. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way, and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
Ready once again, Stan Musial. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box, Jorge Soler. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Jason Kendall. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. To short. Adames brings it in. Throw over to LeMahieu at second, and that'll do it. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 8 full. The Jays lead it 4-3. Keith Folk comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 29. Keith.
All set to start the ninth.
Let's play ball.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
And another foul ball. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Sliced hard on the ground, and a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
To the plate now, Matt Kemp, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
A runner at second, nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Finley is there. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Striding forward now is the DH, Brian Roberts, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Circle change there. Called strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Runs up and gets this one down. A tag for one. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight. Ready for another shot now. Wade Boggs. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Soler going back. Gone! And with 2 out in the ninth, they have taken the lead. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Hey, any home run in late innings certainly feels good, but when you're able to take the closer deep, you definitely send a message to the opposition. That's their shutdown guy out on the bump.
David Phelps takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Number 33.
At the plate, Eloy Jimenez. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now. 0-2. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swing. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. One last shot for the Jays coming up. 5-4 Baltimore. Juan Marichal enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Yoshitsugu. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2-2.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
Here's a hard hit ball and caught over there at first. And not what these folks were hoping for as he's set down to start the home 9th. Stepping in, Max. Muncy 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Marichal is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff, He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Max Muncy goes down, and they've got only one out left to work with. Marischal's ready. First pitch on its way. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Nico Goodrum is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Drilled to the left side. Oh, what a dive. The throw. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. Baltimore came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. J.B. Wendelken gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Juan Marichal earns the save out of the bullpen, his 22nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 11 minutes. Here this evening, we remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Miles Mikolas gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, it's been a rough go for this guy, Matt, in his last 3 starts. Last 3 starts, he's taken the loss in all 3. So he'd like to turn that fortune around in this one today. And the best way to start that, throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Into the box now, Edgar Martinez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The third baseman, Edgar Martinez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Mikolas is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. Then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per night innings tend to go up.
Jeff Bagwell is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore's the...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. On to the home half now. Yankees 0, White Sox coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ross Stripling, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Settling in now, Kenny Lofton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now pitch on the way. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I know 5-3 is nothing to, get super excited about, but it could have easily gone 500. One key hit doesn't come through or find a gap, and they find themselves 4-4 to start this road trip. Instead, 5-3 on the recent homestand, and they're feeling pretty confident about where they're at.
2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Up next for Chicago, Isaiah Keiner Falefa. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. A pitch out. The throw. Not in time as he's able to thwart the pitch out.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys they were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
Lofton leads off second with nobody out. Grounded to short. Iglesias is there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting third.
A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Vero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Orlando Cepeda comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. One out and a runner on second base. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Two balls and two strikes to the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. Here now the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2020 draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jim Edmonds.
Jim Edmonds.
Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The windup and the 0-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 4, Ralph Keiner.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Ralph Keiner, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. No score here as we play inning number 2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
In now, Edgar Martinez. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. 287 the average coming in. 17 home runs and 44 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Berdugo looks up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
So now to the plate, Jason Hayward. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Now the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that
2
pitch.
balls, 2 strikes.
Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 New York. At the plate, Ben Zobrist, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Grounded up the first baseline. Bagwell has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Michael Bradley.
Here's Michael Brantley, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly by Bagwell. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The right fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that brings up the outfielder, Alex Berdugo. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Stripling stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2020 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Verdugo is really a well-balanced hitter. It doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And the count will be full. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So striding in, Nolan Arenado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
One and 0. Here it is.
2-0.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Strike called. 2-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Ready with the 2-1. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. And this is foul tip, so that runs the count full now at 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Jorge Alfaro is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. One ball, 1 strike to count. One and 1. Here it is. And there's ball 2 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
So stepping in, Kenny Lofton, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Nope, that's a ball.
And he'll just watch that knuckle curve. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The set and the 1-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Top of the third set to get underway, and that means Jonathan Scope will get ready at the plate. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Left side of the infield into the shift. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box now, Sean Murphy, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 7 homers, 18 driven in. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The 3-1. Full count, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Nobody out, runner on first. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Edgar Martinez. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh, that's out.
Now the 1-0. Now both runners are breaking. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that's through into right field for a base hit. In to score, the runner from second.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Pale Hose rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
Sean Doolittle.